you can physically prepare yourself for any role with the right amount of hard work and with the right team and the right guidance. But what is very challenging, and this would be for any actor, it's not just for this role or just me, but for any actor, is how to be absolutely alive in the moment every single day when you're shooting a scene. You may think about a scene 500 times before you go on to set to shoot it. And when you go to set, because maybe you haven't been there before, we were shooting all on live locations, the location is also another character. So that also changes the way you are imagining the scene was going to be. Then your co-actors have their ideas of how they see their characters, how they are going to play them. The director, of course, has his or her vision. And within all of that, there is then the actual moment when the camera is rolling, somebody says something, and you're just reacting. So we all try to be at this place where you don't act, but you react. And because that's how life is. When you're answering a question like you just asked me, I would not be sitting and talking about this unless you asked me this question and I was answering it. So similarly, in life, you cannot be prepared with a dialogue because you don't know when somebody is going to ask you this question and then I'm going to be ready with this one-liner. So it has to feel that natural. So for that, you have to be very in the moment, and that is a huge challenge. Always, that everything you learn, everything you think about what you want to do, you have to leave it outside, go in there, be very true to who you had decided to be as a person, and then just react in that moment. So that is always the largest challenge, for a performance to look natural. So that to me is always a greater challenge than any kind of physical preparation or any such thing. Every film teaches you something about filmmaking. It teaches you something about acting. It teaches you something about yourself, potential, possibilities, how application can make you a better actor. So there's a lot to learn with every experience. With Toofaan, I just cherish the experience of it. Time will tell. We are all very close to it still. We were thinking about it every single day. And only I feel that after some distance, some time has passed, and when all the dust settles and these pieces fall into place, I guess I'll realize what this film has really, really done for me. So right now I'm just in a state of celebration, that I'm really excited to share the film with you, with everyone here who's watching, and to talk about it with the kind of love that we all felt in the making of it. But what I'll learn from it and what I'll take from it, I honestly feel that will reveal itself. These things happen on a very subconscious level. It's not possible to say, oh, this was great, so let me just keep this. That really doesn't happen.
I think I'm a better human today, because the character that I played, also the characters around me, I've learned so many things from them. I think I'm a better actor today because of my co-actors, the experience that I had on set. I have observed and learned so many things from them. Also at the same time, I've realized that your life is, you need to take your decisions. If you are not going to take your decisions, someone else would. And if you have to be happy, you have to decide for yourself. You have to make those choices, which are very important. And at the same time, I feel through this character, Ananya, I feel like today I'm so decisive. Also, which I kept mentioning in my earlier press junket as well, that as an actor, I feel, I always used to get confused as to how do I choose my roles. But the way Farhan look at it, he always steps, he'll always make sure that he'll do something out of the box. He'll get out of his comfort zone. And that's one thing that I'm going to keep it in my mind, that in future, whenever I have to choose my roles, I'll always make sure that I end up doing things which are challenging, which I have never done before, and how can I inspire my audience?
Yeah, I think truly speaking, what I've learned is whatever I do from here on, like in terms of making another movie, what Toofaan has taught me is it's like your first film and your last film. This is it. There is nothing else. It's not important what I made earlier. It's not important whether I have a Rang De Basanti or a Bhag Milka Bhag behind me. When you approach something, it is like you've been bestowed with that opportunity, and you have to embrace it for the right reasons, of course, not for just embrace it for the heck of embracing it. So it's what I've learned from Toofaan is it is my first and my last film, and the next film which I'll make, and whenever I get the opportunity, I will apply that rule that this is my first film. It was another person who made Toofaan. It was somebody else who made Bhag Milka Bhag. This is a new you because it is a new you, because every day, if you're not growing, then you are stagnant. And if you're stagnant, then there is a sense of decline. Yeah.